Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively ready, Office Blokes. It is true. What we got going on at the moment, Office Bloke Mike? Appropriately sized Office Bloke Mike.
Well, we've got a Patreon channel. Go on to patreon.com. .com. If you want to support the channel, that'd be absolutely amazing. Starting just £1.50. That's all it costs to support this channel. It'd be absolutely amazing. About $2, something like that. Got loads of exclusive videos, exclusive podcasts there, weekly podcast, and now you can also pay annually, and you get 12 months for a price of 10.
Paris.
So go and check it out.
I found out a very interesting story that I'm going to talk about.
Interesting now.
Oh, it's not going to be now. It's going to be on our.
Super interesting.
It's going to be on our Patreon exclusive podcast.
Oh yeah.
And it's about my dad getting picked up hitchhiking by a serial killer.
Really?
When he was younger. One of his old mates has reconnected with him, just like through social media recently, and they've been on the phone catching up about old stories and put two and two together about a couple of things. And
must have been Peter Sutcliffe then, right?
I can't go. You have to subscribe to Patreon and go to the Patreon exclusive podcast to find out about it. It's they had a grey van and they were. It was yeah,
I know who that is.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But
That'd
anyway,
be interesting one.
subscribe to Patreon to hear about that because it's.
It was interesting actually.
It's a bit of a crazy one, that. Yeah. Well, I didn't even tell the story. Got me.
I'm intrigued. I'm going to find out now.
Yeah.
Right. So, Brad Williams. I thought we'd finished this. I didn't realise there was another part.
There's another 3 parts.
Is there?
Really? Oh, right.
I think he's up to part 6.
Right. Absolutely hilarious. The
first part 7, but he couldn't reach it to get it down.
A bit too high up.
That's a step too far.
Way up.
Let's do it. Brad Williams, Fun Size, part 4.
It's fun to travel, man. It's fun. Thankfully, I have a cool job where I get to travel for a living, get to perform. And the most rewarding time I ever had in my life was not too long ago. I got to perform in the Middle East for the soldiers. I did a USO tour over there. It was the best. Soldiers are the best audiences. They don't give a crap about political correctness. They just want you to laugh. They want you to be honest. They want you to be true. They have to have a good sense of humor. You do a job that serious, you have to have a good sense of humor. I get off the C-130 plane in Afghanistan. Group of 5 soldiers there to meet me. They walk up, they're like, Mr. Williams, we're so happy you're here. I'm like, fuck yeah, you guys want to laugh, right? They're like, no, you're a midget. We want to do some fun shit with you. Right, like was there a meeting the day before, like some commanding officers on stage? We have a dwarf coming on base tomorrow. We need some ideas for some fun shit to do. Henderson, what you got? Do we have any large cannons? Good idea, Henderson. I ask them, I'm like, guys, what sort of fun shit do you want to do? They say, we want to take you on a Black Hawk helicopter. I'm like, yes. I'm going on that. And I tell that to my friends. They're like, Brad, weren't you scared? No. You have to understand who I am, the life I've lived. I'm the guy that when I go to Six Flags, I can't ride half of their shit. And now the U.S. government just said, you see that death machine? Do you want to hop on? Erection. I'm good. So we go to fly in a Black Hawk helicopter. Now, before you fly in one of these things, they don't just let you go. They have to put gear on you. They put a helmet and a vest. And apparently, there's not a lot of midgets in the military. Helmets and vests are not made by Oshkosh. They are not made by Oshkosh. First of all, the guy brings me out a helmet. He assumes that because I'm a little person, I have a tiny head. Wrong. I do not have a tiny head. I have a big fucking head. Okay? I don't have dreams. I have movies. Okay? So they bring out this little head.
I like that.
Dreams and movies. Yeah.
I'm going to say that to him.
Yeah.
That's going to be an offensive comment I'm going to make from now on.
Yeah.
You don't have dreams, you have movies the size of that head.
This is good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's funny.
But they're pulling on my head. It doesn't fit. They're pulling it down. It doesn't fit. They have to get an extender strap for the chin and buckle it and buckle it and buckle it. Now the chin fits. That doesn't change the size of the helmet. The helmet is still sitting on top of my head, not protecting shit. It's not even a helmet at this point. It is a war yarmulke. I'm thinking to myself, great, I'm going into a country that has a lot of pissed off Muslims and they dress me like G.I. Jew. This is gonna go Thank you, smart people, for laughing at that joke. Some of you got it. Some of you guys are like, wait, Jews and Muslims don't get along? Kill yourself, all right? Nobody likes you. So now that
I forgot.
funny.
I forgot his level of energy.
Yeah,
It's just
I know, yeah.
unrelenting, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, he just keeps banging away, doesn't he?
I know we're doing it in different parts, but this is all one bit.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watching this special start to finish, it'd be hard work. You'd be in pain by the end.
I know, yeah.
I'm in pain now. Back in the
He's
head.
absolutely, like I say, he's absolutely relentless, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Funny guy.
get the helmet to fit. Now they bring out the vest. Now the vest would be a vest on any one of you nice people. On me, this was a bulletproof moo-moo. Okay? This thing went down below my knees. And they told me, run to the helicopter. Like, oh, right, I'm gonna run to the helicopter. I'm gonna look like a badass. I didn't
I'd love to see a video. So much.
You see where this is going. It's gotta be.
not look like a badass. I looked like a fucking penguin. Like I was running like that shit the entire time. 100 yards of this. The only thing that was missing was Morgan Freeman narrating the damn thing. But now we see the little people make their way to the Black Hawk helicopter. As I'm running, I trip and fall in the middle of the runway. I know, I could end the joke right there if I wanted to. Dwarf down, hilarious. As I'm laying down, one of the soldiers yells at me, Mr. Williams, you gotta get up. This area is surrounded by snipers. If you stay down, one of them is gonna take you out. Not scared. No, not scared of snipers. 2 reasons. 1, damn near impossible shot, okay? 2, you're not even gonna get the shot off. Could you imagine? You're a sniper, you're up in the hills, been there for days, you're scanning for the enemy, and all of a sudden you come across me? You're just up there like, okay, where the American, I kill the American, where the American, I kill the American, where the American, I kill the American. Ahmed, get the fuck over here right now. Ahmed, get the fuck over here right now. You have no idea what I'm looking at right now. No idea. If I were to describe to you what I'm looking at right now, I would only be able to describe it as happiness. I'm looking at happiness right now. When I die, fuck the 72 virgins. I want one of those. So now I get up, make my way to the Black Hawk helicopter. Now, Black Hawk helicopter is about yay high, all right? I can't get in that. I'm wearing the moo-moo vest. I look at this soldier, I'm like, hey bro, can you help me out? He says, no problem. Pulls a lever, little handicap helper step, flies out. Sweet. Except for the helper step was about that freaking high. Still.
I love the mannerisms there. It's just like, sweet. It was similar. What was the other one? It was one of the other parts of this that we did.
I'm a big boy when he's about
it was,
to
yeah,
say
it was
that.
yeah, I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
Can't get in. I'd asked this soldier to do something that I swore, as a little person, I would never ask anyone to do, ever. I look at him like, all right, bro. You're gonna have to toss me. And the smile he got on his face, like, this is what I signed up for! And he grabs me, and he could just throw me in real quick. We would have been done, but no. He had to enjoy himself. He picks me up, he just goes, 1, 2, He finally picks me up, he tosses me in, I get in, sit down, buckle up, good to go. But before we start flying, pilot turns around. Pilot has a little speech for us. And this is the speech that I hear right before I take my first helicopter flight in Afghanistan. Pilot looks at us and goes, all right, Mr. Williams, this is Bagram Air Force Base, Afghanistan. Some shit goes on here. We don't anticipate anything to happen, but something might happen, and we do have to prepare you for such a scenario. What sometimes occurs, these particular helicopters, they get fired upon by something called an RPG, rocket propelled grenade. You might know it as a bazooka. If this is to happen, you'll hear the words fire in the hole, followed by our machine gunner on board return fire. If you hear our gun go off, it is no longer a combat simulation. It is a real-life war scenario with real-life consequences. We'll do everything in our power to keep you alive. We'll do some evasive maneuvers. You're curled up in a fetal position. You'll be fine. I stopped listening after you said bazooka. Now I'm scared. Now I'm terrified. But I can't show fear. I'm on a helicopter with a bunch of 18 and 19-year-old badass Marines. I can't be a 30-year-old man like, I don't think this is a good idea. So I'm like, all right, Brad, just shut up. Try to be cool. I'm glad I had that attitude because we took off. Oh my God, this was so much fun. We start flying over the base. Soldiers are describing the base to me, the function of the buildings. I'm cracking jokes. They're laughing. We're having a great time. Then we flew outside of the base. And you want to know what happens? When a Black Hawk helicopter flies outside of the base, you have to test fire the machine gun to make sure it works. They didn't tell me that. No, they told me, hear the gun go off, kiss your ass goodbye. That's what I heard. So we get outside the base, out of nowhere, you just hear, fire in the hole!
Definitely did that on purpose. That's hazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without a doubt, I bet everyone gets
What
that.
buzz that be? I mean, you know you're in the safest hands when you're going up in them helicopters.
Oh,
aren't you?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'd be buzzing for that.
That'd be amazing.
Weirdly enough, I will fly it, you know, obviously, but I don't particularly like flying on a plane.
Yeah.
Helicopters, no problem with whatsoever. I've just got this irrational fear of planes, and I've been on a couple of helicopters, and I'm just like, it's great.
Yeah.
Even though statistically they're more dangerous.
Yeah.
I was in a
strange.
school once talking to one of the parents. She was sat next to me at one of the like school plays or whatever, and she was American. And we got talking about what we did for a job, and she said she's a helicopter pilot.
Oh, wow.
I said, oh wow, I said, "No, that must be pretty cool." I said, "Who do you fly around?" So she worked for the royal family. So I said, "How did you get into that?" She said, "Oh, I was in the US military as a Black Hawk
Wow.
Oh, really?
pilot." Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, "Shit!" So I said, "That's some serious." I said, "Where?" I think she was based in Somalia or somewhere like that. But she was, she was proper like, you know, I was
Serious
like,
aircraft they are, aren't
like
they?
moving up, like
Yeah.
yeah, serious stuff.
I don't know if it's like an urban myth or what, but someone told me that they have like different optics for either eye in the Black Hawk. So essentially, you've got to somehow be able to concentrate on these two different things and sort of separate the vision a little bit.
Right, okay.
That's why they all look like that when they exaggerated.
What an
that
experience!
bit.
What an experience for a job, though, right?
No,
Yeah.
can you imagine, yeah.
I'd be well down for that if they said you want to go on a Black
Yeah,
Hawk.
big time.
Though. I mean, they probably don't get shot down very often, the Black Hawks.
Yeah, I think they get shot at.
They get shot at, but
Yeah.
they're so fast and they can fire from 2 miles away or 3 miles away or
Yeah.
whatever. I doubt they get dropped that much.
Yeah.
I had my first period right there. I was looking around like I hope Kotex comes in camouflage. This is a heavy flow day. I had fun there, man. I had fun. I learned a lot. I thought we only had American troops over there. Not the case. We have a lot of different soldiers from a lot of different countries over there. I got to meet and talk to these brave young men and women. And oh man, ladies, now I know what you mean when you say you love accents, because, yeah. I talked to this one British soldier for like an hour, and I'm just staring at him like, don't ask, don't tell. And it was that sexy British accent, that South London Jason Statham type British accent. Oh my God, ladies, you could be on a date tonight, but if some guy taps you on the shoulder, you turn around and all you hear is, hey, I was looking at you from across the room. I thought to myself, there's a big good looking bird right there. Let me tell you what, I'll go BMW 325R, pop right outside. We can go out there, shake you rolling the back here, 30 minutes. That's why they call me the transporter, bitch. Hey.
Not bad. Not bad.
Good.
Guys, I just preheated every oven in the room. That's a sexy accent. Now, just because you have an accent,
It definitely was a good Jason Statham impression, but I've never heard anyone else with the same voice or accent as Jason Statham. He's got quite a unique.
He has. He's got like a husky London sort of like posh. He's got like a posh Cockney
posh
accent,
but
hasn't he?
rough.
I was going
but
to say,
Cockney.
is he sort of like a rough Cockney? I wouldn't have thought he was Jason Statham, is he really? I don't know.
He's got a posh accent, I think.
He always struck me as a bit more sort of like posher than you'd expect anyway.
Yeah,
not from like the...
not like a Danny Dyer. Sort
No.
of.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't think he's like that broad,
Danny
is he?
Dyer's royalty.
Yes,
He's
yeah.
apparently so, yeah.
think it is automatically sexy. There's a hierarchy to these things, okay? British up here, Australian up here, Indian. That's it. Ladies, you're not gonna have the same reaction if you turn around and all you see is, excuse me?
Give me a minute there.
He's gone.
I'll see where he's going.
Oh, no, just a bit.
Up here, Indian. ladies, you're not gonna have the same reaction if you turn around and all you see is, "Excuse me, my little delicate desert flower. I was looking at you from across the room, and I say, you are so exquisitely beautiful that if you were to be in my country, you would be more sacred than a cow." Oh yes. I would like to do some bad things to you. I would. If it were up to me, I would take you home, split your legs, and I would eat you like curry. Yes, I cannot talk dirty to a woman just because I'm Indian. Let me tell you something. I can talk dirty. I will say some filthy things. I want to bend you over, grab your hair, then whisper something soft and sexy in your ear like, "Who's your customer service representative? Who's your customer service representative? You want to be put on hold? I will put you on hold." The only good part is that once he finishes up, he's like, "Thank you, come again."
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Jesus.
Oh, this special just gets funnier and funnier, doesn't it?
That's the best bit, I think, up to now. Definitely. It's so funny.
Like I said, like so far it's been like one long joke, you know, where a lot of it's been about his height and his experiences and stuff, and then it's just kind of digressed a little bit now, and it's morphing a little bit.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. It's possibly one of the best comedy specials I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's really good, isn't it? How come we haven't seen him before? It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Like I said at the beginning, I think I've seen him on a podcast or something,
Right,
but I didn't know he was a
Just
comic.
the top of his head over the table.
You think it was him, but you couldn't quite see him.
You think like up against the Dave Chappelles of the world and people like that, he's got big shoes to fill.
No way.
I can't resist it. But yeah, fucking hilarious, isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah, he is. He's so funny. He's really, really funny.
that bit there about the Indian accent, that was just classic. That was
great accent, wasn't it?
That might be the hardest you've laughed.
Customer service. That was funny.
It's his actions as well. Again, he's sort of like physical comedy that he does. He's absolutely brilliant, isn't it?
That air
really
humping
good.
while he was doing the accents was just killing me. It was rough.
It was classic. That. Brilliant.
Yeah, so
I loved
good.
it.
I love that.
I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers. Guys.